So, I think this is my 5th day streaming in a row. I'm like pretty proud of myself. I went for a goth girl look today because, like, I always was jealous of those girls when I was growing up. I'm like, God, you got balls. I'm too lame to look like that. Oh my gosh, am I tired? I did like nothing today. I did my exam, which took everything out of me. So I was last minute cramming because I do. So I was going through all the lectures and stuff, and I went to go to the next lecture, and it's like, you don't have permission to see this. They locked us out. So I had 10 awkward minutes that I was planning on cramming with that I just had to sit there and wait and let my anxiety build. And then when it actually starts, it won't load. So I reload it, and once I reload it, it goes and sorry, I have a technical issue. It goes and lets me do 7 minutes worth of work, and then it flashes up, you've got 30 seconds left to finish your exam. I should have had 2 hours and 15 minutes to do this exam, and 7 minutes in, it's like, hey, you done yet? Which of course I was not. And I'm trying to talk into this. I'm gonna get better at it, I promise. That's my frustrated face, to be completely honest. And so it just shuts off and says, okay, we're gonna mark this, whatever. And I'm panicking, like absolutely panicking. And I wait because I'm like, I don't want to bombard the profs if for some reason this is something everyone's going through. And there's nothing. So I go and email. And like the moment I email, him, I get an email, and then I get another email, and then I get another email. And eventually they fixed it so that we could all do. Oh, hey, Floyd. What's up? I am doing okay. But yeah, my exam today, just fucking weird. I still can't find the button I need. I try to do so much before I start streaming, and then it's like every time I forget something. And I am always tempted to just like stop streaming. I guess I technically should do the be right back thing. But like, yeah. Okay, I think I got it fixed. That should deal with the spam. All right. So today I am just mentally destroyed from something so small, and I don't know if that's okay. And I know that sounds like I'm asking permission to be upset or something, but I'm not even upset. I'm just exhausted. And like, that's something that mental illness tends to do. You just, it takes so little to just burn you right out. And like, that's part of my thing. Part of why I had so much time to do my exam is because I have bipolar and I have anxiety disorder. And so they give you time and a half if you have your doctor say you deserve it. And so the fact that at 7 minutes it was like, you done yet? I died. I laid on the bed and I had my partner just lay on top of me until I felt better. Just like a human weighted blanket. He was amazing about it though. So he always is. I was messaging a friend and apparently she went through something similar. And it's good to know you're not alone when it's mental health stuff. Because it's always intimidating and like, trying to see if this is lagging as much as, yeah, after 7 minutes. Okay. It just, I panicked and I went through that exam there. I don't think I got, like, there was a couple that felt like softballs. Like, I felt like I could do them easily. And they ideally weren't an issue, and I'm hoping to God I got the easy ones right. But, like, I am legitimately scared I failed that class now. It threw me off so much. And my next exam, at least it's one that you have 36 hours to do it. So it's a lot less taxing. But the other exam I have left is really anxiety inducing. So who knows how long I'll stream today, but I needed a little bit of stress relief. Is this stress relief? I don't know. Whatever this is. My makeup has gone from so bright to like today I literally put white powder on my face. Because I was so broken out. And I am so pale. You probably couldn't tell that this is white on essentially white. Yeah. But it would be cool if we could talk about mental health today. Like, I don't know if anyone else is up for that. But that's why the title for today is Feel Like Talking About Feelings. Because I feel like talking about feelings. Which, I mean, I talked about it yesterday. Like, I feel like my brand is legit, serious, real talk and boobs. It's a good combo, I think. So, I have bipolar, and recently they were like, okay, yeah, you have anxiety disorder too. Because there's so much that's like intertwined and it just like, you can't tell what's what. They're like, you probably have some form of OCD as well, but it's too jumbled in there for us to know. So, and then I also am a survivor of sexual assault and stuff. So, all that, right? Anything mixed with boobs is great. But like, all that combo in my brain, it's a lot. Like, there's some days where I'm like, I don't know if that's because, like, something rubbed me the wrong way, like, and it brought back flashbacks of something, or if, like, it just legitimately was something that was worth feeling bad about, or if it's my fucking brain chemicals. Because brain chemicals suck. Brain chemicals supposedly can be so great. I have been told. I have not experienced. I have to burp. I don't know how to do that delicately on here. I'm gonna try to not. Either way, yeah. Today was a lot, even though I feel like I did nothing. I got up at tried to get up at 4:30. I think I finally got up at 5. Which isn't great for my mental health either. Like, I'm supposed to keep best I can to a regular schedule, because regular schedules are supposed to help you regulate stuff that, like, meds can't always fix, and or keep the amount of meds you're taking lower, because it counts as, like, CBT, so, like, not CBD, which is also great, but cognitive behavioral therapy, which, like, is a great thing. If you have any sort of anxiety or trauma or mental health stuff, look into CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy. It's little things and they really add up, especially learning grounding tools was so helpful. Yeah. Crack my back. I can't believe it's only Wednesday. I originally thought I was only going to stream on Saturday, and Saturdays in general. I've been streaming every day. I don't know if that's good or bad or whatever, but my partner is going to pick me up a proper mic, so that's exciting. Just going to add it on to the rest of money I owe him. I get my money soon, end of the month. He gets all his money back. Well, not all of it. He pays for groceries, too. He pays for so much. I'm such a freeloader. I was joking about how he gets all my OnlyFans content free because he doesn't have to pay. He's like, I'm pretty sure I pay more than $10 a month for you. I'm like, yeah, that's fair. Yeah. I originally was diagnosed with depression in high school. And thank you, MJ. Good to see you here. I do too many finger guns. I hope that's okay. Anyways. And, like, when they put you on the wrong meds, it really, like, causes some issues, not just, like, with mental health, but with, like, diagnoses down the road. And, like, the reason I'm going to university again at 28, I guess it was 27 when I actually went back. It's been almost a year. But I tried to go, and, like, my bipolar fucked me over so hard. Like, I learned so many bad habits. I let essentially whatever was on my brain do whatever. It was bad. It was real bad. I, like, didn't go to class. I think my average for that year was like 37, maybe that high. All I remember is it was exactly 50% lower than what I had graduated with from high school. So that was a bummer. But back again. Weird circumstances again. But, you know, as long as I leave with a degree this time instead of just debt. Oh, I probably shouldn't drink too much today. My lipstick's so shiny. Don't want to get butthole mouth. That's like my favorite nonsensical term for makeup. It's when, like, this part here goes, like, your lipstick all comes off. And so it looks like a little butthole. Yeah. How's the audio today? I'm using a different audio feed. Yes. Hell yeah. It was glitching a little bit earlier, but I'm more concerned about my audio because my audio was recording funky too. So, hey Rami or Rami. Yeah. Good. I'm so happy my audio's doing better. Like, I saw the VOD and I was like, fuck, that's bad. I wouldn't watch that. So, thank you guys for actually fucking watching me through all the audio issues previously. And like I said, I should be getting an actual mic soon, so that will help. Maybe save up for a proper, I don't know if it would be like a computer or a webcam. Cool, after we talk about it not glitching, it glitches. Perfect. Oh my god. OnlyFans is like Patreon, but for porn. So, if you feel like seeing my titties, there's a 24-hour free trial. Right? It's so cute. I almost got it in red, but I like the black. It's cute. Right? It's fun. I charge $10 a month, so it's like nothing. I do custom videos on there as well. But yeah, that's actually a funky thing with like my trauma is you wouldn't be able to see anything if my bra was off. Taking like adult pictures and stuff like that really helped me feel like I took control of my body again. So that's really nice. Like I lived through 2 assaults and then like I guess 2 rapes and a bunch of little assaults because my retail career, I had 3 separate people over a span of years kiss me on the fucking mouth. I guess not on the mouth. One was on the cheek. But 3 fucking different people kissed me. Like, I was just working in the shop and but yeah. No, it's not a school project. I mean, people are always like, how's it gonna affect you down the line? And I'm like, when I was young and manic, there's probably tons of videos of me online anyways from back in the day. So hopefully nobody cares that if they've seen the tits of their pharmacist when I finally graduate. But yeah, yeah, I saw them. Is the audio still okay? I think the glitches is legitimately just my computer can't handle it. But yeah, I know people like joke about, thank you, about adult pictures and dressing a certain way and stuff being empowering. But like for me, it legitimately is. Like it feels like self-care. It's a little bit different with doing the custom stuff, but everyone's been really respectful, and I'm not afraid to turn down business if it's something I don't want to do or something I'm not prepared to do. And people have like tipped really well too, because my prices really aren't that high, so it's like any service job. If you tip, we appreciate it. Yeah. Yeah, I am on OnlyFans. It is the same name, so Kitty Kitty Joy Joy. There's 24-hour free trial going on all month, expires on January 1st. So, clock is ticking. Aw, thank you, MJ. Hopefully you won't regret it. I like to think my content's okay. I do put my heart and soul into it. Legitimately, if more people were like who had subscriptions were into live streaming, I'd just be live streaming there. But yeah. Nice. Yeah. The custom videos can be pretty fun. I have a Christmas themed one I need to shoot on either Saturday or Sunday. I can't remember. But I'm excited for that. It should be a blast. I should probably be shooting it right now, but he said it was fine. You can kind of see my bra through this. Whoops. This is actually a bra that one of... Oh, thank you. This is a bra that one of my followers from Instagram had actually bought for me. It's really cute. It's got little kissy marks down there. And then the beige color is like essentially the color of my skin, which is really cute. I like it. Because then it looks like I'm going bare, but there's fabric there. I'm sorry for the yawns. I had a coffee like way early this morning. I think at like 6, and that's it. Yep, I can't afford boob surgery. I am broke. I live that broke life. That's why my computer do this. I'm lucky that I recently qualified for a new phone. Otherwise, my video wouldn't even be this good quality. Living in Canada, if I lost a bunch of weight, they would like do like a tummy tuck and breast reduction and stuff for me if I wanted for free. But it's so much recovery time. And honestly, I've had them my whole life. Like, I don't know what I would do if I could all of a sudden like touch my thumbs together. It's just not my range of motion. It was actually really funny when I was trying to start working out, the amount of things that you're like, oh yeah, I can't do that. Not because I don't have the muscle, but because there's like stuff in the way. I likely will keep them, but who knows? Maybe one day I'll be itty bitty and they'll just be killing me more than they are. Because it's not great now. I can only imagine if I had less keeping them up there. Yeah. But, yeah. Going back to before, don't assault retail workers. Like, they're a stranger. Don't kiss a stranger. That's illegal. Like, I actually had one of my old manager buddies. She got physically assaulted, like roughed up, this year at Christmas. So happy I am not in the retail game right now, even though I was for so long. This is my human interaction now, is talking to my phone and having a little bit of text brought back to me. Yeah. I am just making sure everything's running right. I invited one of my friends to come watch. I hope she does. She's such a sweetheart. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Everything's looking good. So is the mental health and trauma talk a little bit too serious? I love talking about that kind of stuff, but I know it's not everybody's deal, and it can be triggering for some people, and not in the like Tumblr, oh you're triggered way, but in the legitimate flashbacks type way. That shit sucks. I've been there. Like, yeah. Good. I want people to not feel like they're the only ones. And especially for men, it is still so stigmatized to go get help. Which is ridiculous, especially since men have a way higher suicide mortality rate. It just, yeah, like, you guys are just better at it than us. Oh, bad joke. Bad joke. But yeah, the last time I had a serious trigger was honestly not that long ago. Right? It's hard to get help. I was doing, for my nutrition class, we had, what's it called? We had to do pregnancy and infant nutrition. I think I was talking about this yesterday. But like, due to my miscarriage and due to my abortion, like it screwed me up. And like, I want to be able to live my life doing a week's worth of studying without like needing to hide in my bed for the rest of the day every day. You guys are my equivalent to hiding in my bed right now. I prefer this. I don't know if you guys do. I guess you guys can do both. Technically, I could do both. Maybe one of these days I'll just be huddled in my bed streaming. I put these earrings on, but they look funky with the headphones. They're so cute though. They're little skulls. I thought it would go with my poser goth aesthetic today. Kitty Kitty Joy Joy. It's the same as my Twitch name. I keep clicking on the wrong stuff. I was definitely trying to get Doki Doki to work today, but like, I don't know if anyone actually wants to see me game, because the games I'd be able to do are like text-based, and so it'd be a lot of just me reading and me doing voices and all of that. So I don't know if that's something you guys would be into, but it might like attract new people. I don't know. Yeah, he was trying to see if he could handle Cyberpunk on his computer, but for some reason, it gets all stuttery, and he's got a brand new, like, he just bought new parts for most of his computer. But he is intending to start streaming soon. I was teasing him that he should just be playing like Doki Doki like I wanted to, and we should do it together, but he'll probably, it looks like he wants to do Yakuza. So I don't know if that's something you'd be into, but if you ever feel like following and seeing if he does end up streaming, his is Cepheus. It is under my suggested streamers on my page. Yeah, he's a sweetheart. Got his hair down to forever long and pretty good at gaming, unlike me. He's got one of those like deep voices too, so he's, especially when he goes into like radio voice mode, hell yeah. Oh, I don't even know if he's here right now. Right? Super relaxing, deep voice. Love it. I feel bad because he's going to get groceries and go to the gym. And I'm streaming. For my OnlyFans or for my partner's Twitch? OnlyFans. Okay. Let me just see if I can just give it to you, if it'll let me. I feel like there's a lot of me going around and doing stuff today, but I hope that's okay. It will not let me post it. Let me look at the main page. But yeah, even if you put into your search bar just onlyfans.com/kittykittyjoyjoy, it should work. How has it been a half hour already? No problem. I hope you love it. I did some holiday theme stuff this month. My video this month wasn't great, but at least I'm streaming. So hopefully that makes up for it. My computer's being weird. I don't like it when it's weird. It makes me nervous. I want to not have issues with it. That would be ideal. I absolutely love my OnlyFans. They are amazing. Right? That was here way before me. My partner lived here with his ex before. So that was here way before I was. Yeah, it's real pretty though. I think I fixed everything. But who knows? Who knows? I can close that. I can close. Sorry about all the futzing around with stuff today. I'm worried about my quality. I want it to be okay. I always like move my laptop because I forget that I'm not using my webcam. God, I love my pictures though. They're so good. My pictures, my stickers. I don't think I'm going to pass any of my classes at this rate. Maybe English because I have 36 hours to do it. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm guessing, MJ, you are no longer in school. Oh yeah, you were saying you're off work for the summer, or for the summer? Holy shit. My brain is dead. I am going to fail my exams. Oh my gosh. Okay, you missed the beginning rant. If you want to rewatch the VOD, it's all on there. But long story short, it like quit on me. Ooh, children. Good for you. I hope you seem like you'd be a chill dad. Yeah. I am sorry for your loss, man. That is a lot. That's a lot. Yeah, mental health is important, especially in situations like that. You that kind of stuff just takes a lot out of you. Even if you are just a single parent, never mind, lost your partner, like, I can't imagine. I am so sorry for your loss. I mean, stepdad is dad, right? As long as you step into the role, like, you're a good guy. You're a good guy. Because, like, I'm assuming that you didn't have to take custody of those kids. Like, I guess technically you never have to have custody of kids. My aunt gave up one of her daughters just because she couldn't handle it. Even though we all like offered to take her in, which was a little shitty, but yeah. I tried to get in contact with that cousin too, and her mom like had known about my Instagram. She's like, she can't see. Oh, she can't have negative influences in her life. I'm like, fuck you. Well, that's good. As long as you get to see them, there's some sort of stability that kids need. And that's tough. Like, I can't imagine what my partner would do if I passed, never mind if I had offspring. I feel like that's such a cold way to refer to kids. But young people I'm in charge of. Yeah. I'm still slightly sore about giving off mom vibes yesterday. I guess it's not a bad thing, but can't believe I look like I'm in my 40s. Yeah. Well, I hope that you find the power to go get help, because like it takes a lot of strength, like especially for my rapes. Like the RCMP for my one essentially told me, I gave my like, what is it, statement, and they told me that nothing illegal had happened. Yeah. So they refused to even talk to the guy or the people at the bar or anything. And like, that was like the second rape too. And I didn't get help for many years. And the first one was in high school. Um, because for some reason I got it in my brain that other people had it worse than me and I would be taking their resources if I went to get help. But I think since getting mental health help and trauma help and volunteering, the biggest thing I've noticed, at least here in Canada, but I assume everywhere that's capitalist, the more resources that are used, the more funding they get. And there is like metrics that we have to fill out when we do our counseling and stuff to like, how did you do? How have you been doing? All that kind of stuff, because they boil it down to numbers and say, okay, people are using it. Okay, people are not. Who gets funding across the province? So my biggest advice is use any community programs you can, any health programs you have access to, because even if you think you're taking up a spot, you could potentially be making more spots for more people who also need help. And there's nothing worse than having a lack of funding when people need help. I know there was a rush of people seeking help at the center that I go to over COVID, and of course. And the worst part is, over COVID, a lot of these people aren't in safe areas. Like, some of them still live with their abusers. And when you're literally not supposed to go outside, never mind visit someone or go to someone's house, that just puts people in such a dangerous place. And I think no one wants to think of it as a dangerous place. But sometimes home is. And that's really shitty. I know when I was growing up, like, it was like I said, for my other stuff, like, people had it worse than me, but like, that doesn't matter. What matters is getting help. So, and it's not like you'll ever be done, sadly. Healing, trauma, therapy, counseling, mental health, none of it's ever done. It's not something you can finish. You can get better and better and better, and just hope that you get good enough that during the times where you need it most, you know how to cope. Yeah. I think my favorite metaphor? Simile. My favorite simile would be that dealing with triggers is like having a square where there's a ball bouncing around and there's a button. And every time the button gets hit, that's your trauma response. And depending on how good you're doing and how much work you put in, you can shrink that ball, but you can never get rid of it. So it's always bouncing around, and there's always a chance it's going to touch that button. but hey, but the chance is way lower. And I think that's an important thing too, is to just be able to get help when you need it. So how is OnlyFans? All right, we're at 45 minutes. I am going to do you guys want me to keep streaming? I know there's only like 1 or 2 of you. Yeah, it looks like there's just 1 of you. Oh, you guys are still... Okay, there is 2 of you. My numbers are always off on here. I'm so proud of my little brother. He ended up getting a really nice job, and it's the first time he's had a really nice job. And they have him in the city training, and like he's getting his hotel room paid for and per diem, and like I was kind of bummed because he was hopefully gonna come and visit today. Like I wasn't gonna stream if he showed up, but he's like, I'm too tired, I'm sorry, I have to just go straight to the hotel. And I was like, you're working your ass off, you are working somewhere where you now have a pension, somewhere that clearly values training you, somewhere that values you. So like in the end, it's going to be so much better for him, even if we missed a day of hanging out. So I'm such a protective older sister. He's my baby. I changed his diapers. I play mom too much. Maybe that's why I give off mom vibes. Oh my gosh. Have to sneeze. Also don't want to sneeze. Oh, do you? I thought you could use PayPal. That sucks. I'll admit, I've never been on the other end. But I know that getting money from them is near impossible. So it's been such a pain in my ass to try and get my funding from them. And I've been doing it for a month and a half now. So huh. Weird. Yeah, it's always interesting to be not on the customer side of things. And like at least when I worked in like retail stores and stuff, you could call head office and be like, "Hey, what the fuck? What is this? What's the rules? Why is it like this?" But when you're working for like a company, you can look on my Twitter. There's a couple on my Twitter. Let me just double check what my Twitter handle is. That's not Twitter, that's Facebook. Okay. Okay, that is my Twitter handle. If you feel like looking there, there's a couple pictures on there, so you would have an idea of what I share. I'm sorry I'm so tired today. I don't know. Oh, good. Yeah, so stuff like that. Some of it a little bit more naked. It's not even 6 p.m. here. Oh, thank you. I do my best. Learn to work with what you have, right? Yeah. I feel like I couldn't justify going to sleep now, but it's probably because I got up at 4:30. Um, yeah. I was gonna get up at 3, so at least I didn't get up till 4:30 a.m. I don't know. Probably still a very bad idea. Yeah, nice. Yeah, see, you guys have reason to potentially go to bed. Maybe that's why there's no one here yet. Although, like, I was looking at my stats and I got a surprising amount of Europeans watching my content. So that was interesting. Lots of people from the States. I feel like the States use Twitch the most. Maybe I just see the most content from the States. But barely any Canadians. Like, come on, dudes. Get good. But yeah, I ate supper at like 3 p.m. So if I did go to sleep, like, I'm not eating again today or anything, but I should stay up to help put away groceries and stuff when my partner gets home. Now I'm like all curious about my stats. I know I shouldn't look at them right now, but you did stay up really late. So, yeah, you can go to bed. Go to bed if you have to, MJ. I don't think you forgot how to jump. I don't think you did. How late did you stay up, dude? Here. Happy? Have to give a bit of fan service, right? Oof. Oof. Yeah, I got up at 4:30. I can't believe you didn't go to bed till 5. You know what, though? My partner doesn't go to sleep till 5 or 6. And then I wake him up at noon every day, so. Oh, that is not. That's. I guess it just depends on what your regular sleep schedule is, right? Because if your regular sleep schedule is staying up that late, but I seriously doubt that. My stream was very late for you yesterday. And what time is it there? 11:43. Get to bed. Get to bed. I shouldn't be telling you to stop watching. That's a very bad streamer. But I never claim to be a good streamer. One day, maybe. But for now, I'm gonna just talk on the internet. I am so confused about, like, my VODs. Because, like, I finally got them to catalog when I'm done. Oh, thank you. I'm gonna keep being a streamer as long as I can. Hopefully, quite a while. I mean, I'm not intending to make money off of it or anything. It's just nice. What the fuck was I talking about? Yeah. I like you guys as followers. You're good to talk to. You're fun. I wonder. Do you guys care if I go to the bathroom? Like, I'm just gonna put it on the thing. Oh, I mean, I like to be there for people. Okay. I'm gonna go to the washroom. I will be right back. I am back. Thank you for your patience. I definitely almost forgot to mute it. That would have been awkward. Because the bathroom is right there. That would have been weird. I guess it's somebody's kink, but yeah. I love, like, I know this is so self-centered, but looking at myself this long, I'm always so happy about this tattoo. Like, it's not even done yet, but I love her so much. And she's so beautiful. And I'm just so glad I spent money on her. Right? She's from a book called Fangs. It's so good. Absolutely love it. Oh my gosh, it's been an hour. I just burped, could you tell? Be candid with me. Is this charming? I try to be charming. I pretend that's what I'm doing here. Yeah, this was such a weird time to stream, but I just felt like it. Yeah. It's such a good excuse to just stare at myself and be a vain little brat. Do I have a hair tie here? Nice. How's that look? Oh, thank you. You make me feel good. I'm glad the audio's better. I don't know why, but I use a program to use my phone as a cam. And for some reason, trying to use the audio from the phone won't fucking work. And I swear I showed you guys this yesterday, but like for some reason, oh, I think we fixed it. Yeah, we fixed it today. But this view before was showing my like shitty built-in webcam. But I had my partner fix that for me today. So that's good. He's so good. He's so helpful. I'm like waiting for my friend to get back online to like badger her to come watch. I'm trying to get her to watch Twitch in general. And you know, she watches all my VODs. So I'm like, you're not doing anything. Come on. I am really bummed that the laws changed here so that you can't see anyone outside your household. So I can't see my best friend right now. And I was really hoping to do a stream with her. I thought it would be so fun. Yeah. Should we get back to mental health talk? Do we want to get back to our topic? Or do we want to start a new topic? I am open to so many things. We've been here an hour. I'm cool if you guys want to change the subject. Oh shit. My cam is gone. Yay! Sorry about that, guys. That's what I get for trying to have better quality. Yeah. Oh. Like not focusing. There we go. Kind of. I have no idea. I have that program that I'm using. Oh my gosh, it won't focus. Yeah, I'm gross. I know. I have that program that I use to use my phone as a cam, and I had to, like, it just stopped working. Watch, one day I'll get so good. I'll just, like, become a realist and just have a titty cam. And then I'll just do this for like 8 hours. Think of how buff I'd be. That's what OnlyFans is for. You saying you don't like me for my personality. You guys are great. Oh, now it's all fuzzy. Okay. It's focusing. It's focusing. It's focusing. Aw, thank you. I have many. I don't. That's a bad joke. Especially when we're talking about mental health today. Why is it... It's like it doesn't want to focus past here. Maybe it's just like, no, you had me at titty cam. Put me back to titty cam. Is it trying to like focus on... What is it focusing on? Oh, it looks okay to you guys? Here I am, just touching my titties when it looks fine. Whoops. So, how is everyone? I see we got some new people watching. Thank you. I appreciate you spending your hump day with me. Do people still say that? Or am I just... I think I'm just ancient. I feel like I say so many things that people my age wouldn't say. Sorry, this is bugging me. Okay. Where is it fucking up? Like, legitimately. It, like, doesn't want to. Weird. Okay. I am sorry about the film quality. It looks like shit on my end. I am so sorry if it looks like shit on your end. If it looks fine on your end, hell yeah. I'll pretend that was me. How am I doing? No problems. It's just me. It's just me. Oh. So, let's talk about... Oh, you guys never said if you wanted to change topics. Or did you? If you want to change topics, feel free to drop one in the chat. I have so many paintbrushes, and I can't remember the last time I painted. Like, who needs that many paintbrushes just in with their fucking shit? I get that I use pens, but I do not use... Sure. Feel free to ask questions. As long as you're cool with me answering them on here. If I'm not comfortable, I won't answer it, so... Got my, like, anxiety face on again. Not gonna answer that. Sorry. Sorry. I just got wiped out of, like, I know I've been saying I'm wiped this whole time. But I feel like I know MJ should sleep. And I feel bad because I'm not appropriately, well, not appropriately, but I'm not. Yeah, my cam looks fine on the app. I don't know what's up. If I start playing a game, do you guys care? If I, like, try and see if it'll work? Alright. Let's see if this works. Can you guys hear the game audio? Okay, but you guys can't hear it at all? Fuck. If I unplug my headphones, that's gonna sound like trash, though. Because the music's so cute. I do like anime, like, a lot. Nice. I should have tried this out when I was not on. I'm just very surprised that it's not catching the volume at all. Okay, I'm gonna unplug my headphones and you guys tell me if it's real shitty.
How's that? Does it sound like crap? No? You can't hear it? Or... Okay. I can fix that. Is that any better? Yes, opposite. Shit, okay. Is that better? If not, which one needs to go down or up? Game a bit more. Okay. What do we think of that? Awesome. Alright, I'm gonna take my headphones out since that's like pointless now. I should also put this down since I have mixed my audio. Okay, let's start a new game. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and my good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend that you'd never see yourself making today, but it kind of works because you've known each other for so long? We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori to catch up to me. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking of ignoring me. That's mean. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, I don't want them thinking we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you wanted to be. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way towards school. As we draw near, the street becomes increasingly speckled with other students on their daily commute. By the way, Mary, have you decided what club to join yet? A club? I told you already I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't even been looking either. Oh, that's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively went along with whatever she was going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little bit too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by being average while spending my free time on games and anime. So true, though. I was talking about how I was worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I try to think of you as becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. Sorry if my reading is crap. I haven't read this much in a while out loud. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. All right. I'll look at clubs after if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me that you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Oh, thank you, Rami. I'm doing my best. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry about me makes me want to ease her mind, even if it's a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. The school day is an ordinary day as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at a wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you were just sitting and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's gonna make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori was the vice president of the literature club. Now that I was ever aware that she had any interest, oh my god, pardon my reading. Not that I was ever aware she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the vice president. That's my interest. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyways? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I'd bring a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make a promise you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning that she's planned this all out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Let's go! And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs to a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Hey everyone! The new member is here! I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance across the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori is always saying nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Oh, Mary, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, just say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy, and this is Yuri, smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears to be comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica. Is that right? That's right. It's great seeing you here again, Mary. Monica smiles sweetly. We don't know each other well. We rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica? Come sit down, Mary. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me and Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then, how about I make some tea as well? The girls have arranged a few desks to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the classroom, where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Ooh! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tin to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes, decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers drawn on with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs the first one, and then Monica and I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full, but has already managed to get icing on her face. He might have left. I'm not sure. I spin the cupcake around in my fingers for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did, Sayori said. Well, maybe. But not for you know, you dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places the teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep the whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know... I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Oh, thank you for the raid, Grace. This is very sweet. Something tells me you shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. Well, we'll make you feel right at home, okay? As the president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make this club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be the board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you the leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in this club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events, like the festival, that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to find these three. Maybe that's why they're so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Mary, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read over the past years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyways, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with a finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems reserved and timid, and since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in a world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyways, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp at something I can relate to at the most minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But for a story to make me think, it takes me to a whole nother world, and I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is just very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh? Why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. Give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything about you is just as cute as you are. Sayori slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. Not cute. Natsuki, you write poems? Well, I guess, sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share some of them sometimes? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. It's the truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel more comfortable to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit silent for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we shall read them out loud to each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us get a little bit more comfortable with each other and strengthen our bond as a club. Isn't that right, Mary? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back on the original topic of joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the whole time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made a decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lost my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought... Mary... You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I have to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls, right? Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you came here just for a cupcake, I would be so pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think that we can end off today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem and bring it to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks at me once more. Mary, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress a class star like Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Nitsuki clean up their food. Hey Mary, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I would don't walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us departed the club room to make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. All right. I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem. I hope everyone's enjoying this so far. I'm having a blast. All right, time to write a poem. Pick words that you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. I will be honest, I played like half of this before and I've seen a Let's Play. Yuri is my waifu. Yuri is my bae. She's my goal. She's my end goal. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go with pleasure. Yeah. Yeah. Landscape. Variance. Inferno. Frightening. Agonizing. Massacre. I'm doing okay so far. She likes the really scary, complex shit. Existence? Infallible. Incongruent. Unrequited. Oh, shit. I got Sayori. It was just one, though. Hopefully. No. Yeah. Now I'm all panicky because I was sure. Wrath? Yeah. Disown? Meager. Death? What? I don't know if you guys can see, but Sayori's like right under my cam, and so is Natsuki, and they're bobbing up with whichever one's right. Vertigo? Vitality? Starscape? Hell yeah, I think I got my bae. Hi again, Mary. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little bit strange for me, but I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. At this, I come in, and so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Mary. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out. Or what? Okay. Good night, Remy. If I go down to 0, I'm gonna cut it for tonight. But I will keep going as long as people are enjoying. I just cut it for today? Is anyone still paying attention? Let's... Can I even, like... I don't think I can even quit yet. Can I? I'm gonna keep going till I can figure out how to back out, so... I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take this seriously, then you won't hear the end of it. Natsuki, you're certainly right. Have a big mouth for someone who keeps manga collections in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back to her seat. Don't worry, guys. Mary always does his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking and cleaning my room. How dependable. Sorry, that's because your room is messy and it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two really are good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Mary can become good friends too. Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like it was a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that mess means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So, any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal about it if you don't want to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked up a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. this is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked books she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I will definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. That doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. But I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Mitsuki is rummaging around the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a bit more, but at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the book she gave to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks a glance at me. Our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh. It's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave to me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. I'm just curious, how come you have 2 copies of that same book? Well, I stopped by the bookstore yesterday. That's not what I meant. I mean, I just so happened to have bought 2 of them. Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm so glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging, relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyways? Well, Yuri closed the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. All right. I just wanted to make sure I didn't accidentally give anything away. But basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escape from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so the dark turn came out of nowhere. Yuri giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Mary? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, it's not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, They're made out to be naive for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if it's too much. I really don't think you need to worry. Just means you're passionate about reading. At least, the least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. Well, I guess that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book, and I had put in my bag. All right, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just that something I'm not very used to. Thank you, MJ. I appreciate it. Reading with company, that is. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. All right. I open the book and start with the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. As if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not particularly a bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye, and I realize she's not actually looking at her book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading my book instead. Sorry. I was just... Yuri, you apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here. This should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up to Yuri's and hold my book between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the copy of the book open. Oh, I guess that makes it difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and her forefinger. Ah. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But holding it like this, we're huddled even closer than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if you need a little bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me, Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks when I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume she's finished the page before me, and so I turn it of my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page feels more almost like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page and letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. But she also really second guesses a lot of things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But Mary, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. Oh, it's so embarrassing that you think... Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. I'm sorry. I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I meant it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we shared our poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing the thought. Is that all right, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on my thumb. All right. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I wait to read with you? I guess I don't have much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little bit more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters on your own if you have time. All right. I stand up and make a mental note of where we left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find my inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is kind of a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf, torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? I'm gonna pick my bae, because I love her, and she got big titties, and big titty sandwich. Yuri seems the most experienced. I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri covers her mouth, then ends up covering her whole face. He's gonna hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Oh? I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates a lot of writing poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are more typical of new writers. And having been through them myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style from the topic matter that... I am so sorry, MJ. I'm losing it. After this club, I think I'm gonna call it a night. Sorry. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter that they choose to fit the two together. In the end result, both styles or expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri trails off on her thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone. I accidentally clicked too soon. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a bit biased, though. Bias? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing for herself, me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Oh my gosh, I can't read that. Is there? No. Okay. Ghost under the light, the tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. Hey Rami, I'm just failing to read. It must be one last remaining streetlight. Oh my gosh. I don't want to make it big because then I'm gonna not be able to see chat. I'm gonna pretend I've read this. I'm sure you guys can read it. I feel like usually there's a way to put stuff in regular type and I could not figure it out. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking about that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting's very pretty. That's a relief. Also, I liked the poem. Even though it was short, it was really descriptive. Okay, good night, MJ. I'm gonna quit soon anyways. If you feel like watching the rest of the chapter, you can look at the VOD. Thank you for staying so long. I know you weren't gonna come today, so I appreciate it. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. No, not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little bit more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Jerry? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Mary. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. Yes, we are all alone. Not for long. I'm dying. I'm sorry. I can't believe it's been over 2 hours. This is my longest stream yet. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts and feelings and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive, too. Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. Oh. You know, I was really nervous about doing this. But in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep doing my best for you, Mary. Me too. Okay, I wonder if I can peace out here. Oh, hell yeah, I can. Okay, I'm gonna save. Yes. And then main menu. Yes. Okay. Oh my gosh. I did it. I did it. So how is the quality? How is my shitty reading? Good. Good. I'm not great with voices, so I hope it was okay. I still have fun doing them, so. But yeah. Oh, thank you. Do you think this is something I should? Are you interested in like seeing the end of this? Like it gets super like. Have you seen anything with Doki Doki before? Okay, there's some like extreme twists, so that's good. You'll have some fun. I'm just changing it so no one hops on, hoping to see Doki Doki. Yeah. But yeah, it gets super dark. It's pretty great. That was really fun. I can't believe I got rated. That was really cool. I don't think any of them stuck around, but like, that's really fucking cool still. Yeah. It was a slower stream today, but I also streamed way earlier. Yeah. My brain power is gone. And I have my English exam tomorrow. So I am going to call it. Thank you for hanging out. I really appreciate it. I don't know if I'm gonna stream tomorrow. But you'll get the little ding if I do. I have the Twitch app on my phone personally, and I like it because it gives me a little thing on my phone for when the people I follow are streaming. All right. Good luck with the OnlyFans stuff. Have a good night. Whoever else is watching, thank you to you too. I appreciate being part of your Wednesday night.